Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your monthly horoscope for November for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to sketch out for you the key influences that will be impacting on your situation. But please stay with me, because I then will dive deep to give you in forensic detail all the key dates and influences particularly relevant to your sign. Now, of course, your ruler is Saturn, and this makes you fundamentally very hard-working, disciplined, practical, very applied in your approach. But that has been forging a really difficult right angle to the planet of freedom, the planet of disruption and individuality, Uranus, over the last couple of years. And that influence is still very powerful this month. And of course, we do have a total lunar eclipse on the 8th, and the Saturn square Uranus feeds in and informs that influence too. So I really need to explore that with you. You do have a beautiful collection of energy in your 11th house at the start of this month, which can be brilliant for socializing, and there may be one person who's going to become a much more important player at the heart of your world from this month onwards, but there could be some people making way. Now, Pluto in your sign since 2008 has been incredibly transforming, and despite the fact that Jupiter is in a retrograde through to the 23rd, Jupiter, the planet of growth, actually forges a stunning angle to Pluto right through this month. So I'm really excited to share that with you too. Later in this month, a more reflective part of the year really shapes up, and you could really do some key soul searching, and perhaps also issues of trust, reliability and honesty are going to be key parts of your thinking around those connections to others. So much to share with you. If you would like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast and understand what year 2023 will hold for you from a personal astrological viewpoint, if you give me 3 pieces of personal birth data of time, date and place of birth, I can give you your forecast. But if you order this year, you get the rest of 2022 free, plus with my special package 30% off, and get your life roadmap, your character analysis, which can help you to understand some of the repetitive trends that occur in your life, good and bad, and get more intimate with the challenging ones, but seize on the opportunities more fully. Please see the link beneath this video for more, but there is 30% off too. Now, if you are new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. If you're a returning visitor, thank you so much for all your views. So Capricorn, as you make your way into November, the Sun, Mercury and Venus are all in the sign of Scorpio. As you know, this is a very passionate sign. It's intense, but it's fixed. Therefore, when you forge relationships, friendships, they tend to be, if they really develop to a deeper level, for the longer term. Now, having the Sun and Venus very close together at the start of this month, through the first 10 days, could see you and someone in your friendship circle or someone you encounter really forging a mutual admiration. And this tie can actually become the exemplar of what you want from all of your relationships. So this can create some sharp relief to some players who've been in your world for some time. Because this all builds up to the total lunar eclipse of the 8th, embracing the energies of your ruler Saturn, but also of the disruptive vibe of Uranus, I think it's possible that some people who are not meeting your highest standards could start to make way. And this will become more obvious to you later in the month, when from the 16th and 17th, Venus and Mercury respectively move into your 12th house. This is followed by the Sun on the 22nd. There's also a new moon on the 23rd, which has Venus and Mercury exactly side by side. So I feel the start of this month could seem very promising, and there could be some bubbly encounters, some jolly gatherings, and merriment can be had. But I feel that what you're really starting to see more and more with the help of this total lunar eclipse is who really shares your credo, and it becomes a really powerful desire to have people around you who really are absolutely aligned with where you are. And that's why, despite you being a pragmatist, some people who may have been steady citizens in your world for some while, it's not to say you'll have fallouts, but it's possible that some people can just start to fade away. And you'll be thinking about issues to do with trust and to do with sincerity much more as this month goes on. And the people you can discuss some rather sensitive issues with are likely to be the people that become part of your future group, and the people who find it more difficult to see how some of these changes are working into your situation will be the ones that you may spend less time with. Now, Jupiter goes direct on the 23rd of this month, which is really exciting, but it is forging a very dynamic link to Pluto in your sign all through this month. So if you do need to articulate your message, you're going to do so in a very potent way. It's just that Neptune is in your third house as well, and that can create some confusion around some relationships, particularly those in your everyday world. Mars is in your sixth house but in retrograde, so it's making you prepared to be sacrificing, but it can also drain you, that particular link. And perhaps that's really what's going to inform the plans you make for your future, or the people who are going to be part of your future. What's really going to inform that is who has a physically uplifting impact on your spirits and your emotions. So if there are people around you, they may be good people, but they're not quite working for you in terms of providing uplift, those are the ones you're really going to be considering those relationships very carefully. It sounds tough because you are somebody who has a real sense of reliability. I think that you like to have a sense of permanence around the things that are really important to you. But for all of us, Uranus particularly is pushing us to make change. Now, for some Capricornians, it may not be to do with your personal friendship group. It may be more to do with a romantic alliance. And Uranus being in the fifth house could shake things up. You may start to not enjoy something that in the past was okay, and it may mean that you're tempted to bring to a close something that's actually been very solid for a very long time. But if it's no longer providing the spark and the excitement, the passion, you mustn't let your pragmatism pulverize your passion on the back of this total lunar eclipse. And if some of what I'm talking about doesn't play out this month, I can absolutely assure you it will over the next 6 months.